Anyway, today I don't know where we are,
You should ask me to guide me what is the direction.
we're somewhere in Manila.
Yeah, Makati.
and very Makati. So it's a few miles from where I'm actually staying. And I was dropped off at a shopping centre called Shopwise, and picked up in a sinister black car and brought to this secret location to meet Ismael. And Ismael, of course, as we know, we've seen his YouTube presentations, and he's been very gracious in allowing some time to explain a little bit of his research. Ismael, can you perhaps give a little bit of background on your engineering background, if you like, and technical, and then run us through where the technology is at now, the principles of it, and where you hope to take it, perhaps, if that's some guide.
First my name is Ismael Aviso, you know, that's and then my technical knowledge is not so good for me, but I don't have a formal education. Actually, I'm just a first year high school.
An avid technical researcher.
But I'm lucky to become a scholar of the Japanese government on electronics technology. And after that, I worked in Toshiba, and then able to go abroad to work with Saudi Telephone. At Saudi Telephone, although I'm just electronic technology, they give me the chance to study on the satellite and microwave engineering for 4 years, but still not a formal education of engineering. It's just a familiarization, orientation by the AT&T satellite. They teach me a lot of that. After that, they give me the biggest position ever given to a foreigner there, because I become an assistant teletraffic engineer that handling all the international and the royal family circuit. I think I'm the first one who handled that because I'm very, very sensitive. So I worked there for 12 years, Saudi Telephone, as a satellite and microwave engineer. That's the starting. So I'm quite well aware about the resonance, the bouncing, the pre-energy on the time. I know already on the time. So, but when I finished, I think I stopped working in 1990 after the Gulf War. I'm here, and then I start doing my business myself, but I'm not a good businessman. So finally I decide 2004 to make a 24 hours R&D on myself, starting from nothing, from zero budget, because I lose business. So I asked my friend to help me, and a friend helped me. That's the starting, but I do it a full-time job already as R&D. So 2006, luckily I discovered the extreme repelling force. Normally the extreme repelling force of electromagnet, normally the electromagnetic force between different, the same polarity of magnet, it just will give you a lift of something like 5 inches, but I'm able to reach 33 feet.
Yes, we saw that on YouTube, the demonstration.
Before I'm using a quite big battery, but now I'm just only using the same size of the wall clock of the battery. You see the wall clock, that wall clock?
Yep.
The same size of that battery, now I'm the one using it to repel the 1 kilo to the sky. I have that video. Actually, I do it in a Caribbean island. But it's a very classified document, so I'm not showing it to everybody.
Is that having power applied to a coil setup?
Oh yeah, coil setup. It's go to 33 feet using the 9 volts battery and 2 AA 1.5 volts battery.
Right. Yes.
So that's a big power. And then last February 24, in the Philippines here, they tested that it's more than 375% efficiency. It means I get power 100, I'm out 375. The basis of their computation, based from the comparison between a motor, ordinary motor, I think it's a wiper motor from the car, but because when it's slow, put the string up to 33 feet and lift the 1 kilo.
Right.
How much the current and ampere and the long time and the time of the 1 kilo to 33 feet, and the same mic repelling per 33 feet, 1 kilo the same, The comparison is, they consume 375 watts, let's say, and then I consume 100 only. So that's a big difference. So it means, if I will multiply it, I will put it in an application, I just need a car to self-sustain, you need only a 230%. Let's say you get 100 and you have one reactor that multiply it to 230%, use the 100 and the 130 back to the battery. So you have a good loop self-sustain. But my refueling cost is 375. So you still have an extra that can accommodate any mechanical transition loss to the system, to the looping system. So that's verified. But the problem, the DOE, they don't want to, the DOC, DOE, they don't want to release it. Because they are afraid now, because the law of physics, maybe they will be in trouble. So they are holding it. What they write there is just very positive energy. But another testing we perform is the car. It's there. It's a normal conventional motor can give you 46% efficiency only. But my reactor powering this conventional motor, it goes up to 136% efficiency. It's a
your present vehicle was using a normal forklift motor, wasn't it?
Yes, more on the forklift.
Which is a fairly poor motor.
Very poor motor, very old, very poor. That's why I'm just powering it by 220 volts. So, but the conventional motor, I cannot increase the power. It will destroy the motor. So we have some stack up harder on that. And at the same time, it's overheating the coil. You know, I mentioned it's, you know, although I have very high efficiency, but some meltdown. It's the coil. So February 4th, 24th, up February 24th, but March, I think, March 25, I make a breakthrough. I remove the overheating. March 25, after 30 days, I remove the overheating, but not using the conventional motor anymore.
Right.
Using my own design motor, which I call it UM. UM means universal motor. My universal
does it say like a permanent magnet motor?
Not exactly like that. The universal motor means, that's why I call it universal motor, Aviso universal motor, because I can power it by means of AC, and also I can power it by means of DC.
All right.
So no problem. Universal motor.
Have you brought in any of, say, like Peter Lindeman's technology, where it's utilizing back EMF, or where back EMF is not a problem? You've obviously eliminated that.
Oh no, no more problem.
Or is it quite different from anything that we know?
Look, back EMF as well is on my menu, but only helping me a little bit, something like 20%. But the best energy I'm getting is from the shorting. Shorting of power, boom, and then release it.
Right.
It's the same principle of Einstein, E equals, you know, MC squared, something.
Yeah.
It's stored in a very short bars, and a very, because once you short it, the energy, you compress it, the energy, and then suddenly release it, and then explode it, amplify into many.
And that's where you're opening a door, if you like, to the ether field. And the short would be so minuscule that it's not enough time to heat or blow things. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Oh, so I can show you I can show you that if you want.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's say this is the graph. This is the power, the wave of the power.
Yep.
And this is the 0 volts, and then the peak.